Hello everybody, and welcome to another stream of Solasta, Crown of the Magister. For some unrelated events, I may or may not end this stream early in an hour. However, that is still enough time to get some fun adventuring in. Quite a bit happened last time. The elven noble Kytelia, who we were transporting, turns out to have been like this psychic manifestation for this dragon, who basically explained that he and some other dragons were like these rulers of the old elven empire when the Sorak half like invaded and caused a cataclysm. And during that, there was this like vampire undead guy who snuck into the temple because he wanted to kill the dragon, and we had to fight him. And the dragon's asking us as a favor in a side quest to basically find the vampire guy and kill him for good, which we are going to try our dangdest to do. Otherwise, we will need to return to the city of Caerkeflin and relay our reports. Let's see, where is it? I know exactly where that is. See that coffin? As soon as we examine it, if I recall, it will start a battle. However, it won't be immediate. If it's not already nighttime, it'll transfer to nighttime. So I want to make sure that all of our characters are they at like their full slots? Okay, they are. I'm not going to use like any buff items just now because again, it'll likely transfer to nightfall. And this is definitely one of the harder enemies in Solasta. I've seen many people report problems. So yes, we didn't even get enough time to take whatever was in there, and once again, it transfers to night. Roll for initiative. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So there's 4 broods plus Razin. I think before doing anything drastic, we are going to try and make our rogue more harder to hit, basically. Should we counter it? May as well. As he will be absorbing HP from the broods. This is kind of one of those things where we may want to try and take out the broods first if we can. Okay, potion of Frost Giant Strength. If there's ever a good time to start using these powerful potions, it would be now. We can't attack, but... Okay, now our Cleric, who is definitely going to be our MVP. We are going to want to pop off a level 4 Spirit Guardian spell. And we shall move up here. Actually, that way the Brood is in there, in case Razin or the others start moving. There's no more torches I can light with Sparkle, so that'll be the end of it. And they have disadvantage in light, so that will definitely really depower the broods. Okay, so what do we want to do? I will definitely want to use greater invisibility on who? Well, as much as I'd like to start stacking things on Sable our Rogue, you know what? That actually is a good idea. Give him good amount of sneak attack. But wait, that would sort of stack with blur, because if you're invisible, attackers have disadvantage. for now, I'm just going to try and hit the Brood of Flesh.
Better luck next time.
Alright. We are going to want to bind Quonset because most of these, I believe if I'm correct, are non-magical attacks. Once again, they are all huddling up near our Barbarian and Cleric, which is what we want them to do. Okay, let's see what Razen's gonna do. Of course he's going to go for the Halflings. We are going to want to halve that damage. Mirkov is like a vampire partner. I don't think she appears at any other time during the game. Okay, looks like we lost concentration and blur. Did hardly anything but a. Okay, so what do we want to do now? We want to move into the Spirit Guardians Aura, as if I recall, none of them have make sure I'm not using poison because they are undead.
You're just lucky.
He's gonna try disengaging and running up. Fortunately, my dwarf has just enough room to move up here. Who do I want to attack? Wait. They're in a cone. Can I hit? It's a bonus action. May as well. Now let's finish it up with some nice whacking.
Wait till the next one.
Right now we're just in the zone. Okay, how do I want to handle this? Okay, this looks like it can be a very tempting fireball. If I move up here. Okay, I'm only going to hit the broods and none of our allies this way. Good.
Another victory. This is destiny.
All right, we killed one of them, and the remaining broods are very heavily hurt. Things are going pretty well during the second round of combat. Now, another thing that is a bit of a trap is Razan and the other vampire can fly and move around. So they will start trying to move around a battle map as a way to try and bait and lure you. You do not want to fall for that because... they will try and... because they can always outfly you. They have like a very good fly speed. So you're going to try and wait for them to try and come back to you if possible. Do you want to use Malediction? Well, it's our last slot, but I want to sort of save it for advanced invisibility. Okay. See, like, flight plus teleport, they can just move super fast. Okay. I definitely need to huddle everyone back into the Spirit Guardians again. Can I do that with a dash? Yes, I can. And I'll have line of sight to more enemies.
You're impressively fit.
So, do I want to cast any spells? No. Alright, what's he gonna do? Looks like he's gonna try and cast a slow spell. Unfortunately, our rogue is slowed. That means we can only move or do an action, but not both during a round. Alright. So I do want to do this. Okay. If we're lucky and play our cards right, one hit should kill one. Nope. Okay, Doomblade cut. Okay.
Don't lose hope.
I really should have done reckless attack. Right. Let's maneuver here. Cast, save our strikes for domain vampires. Cast spiritual weapon. Bonk! Right, we took care of the broods. Now that's all left is Razan and Estella. Let's move here so we get as many party members within as possible. Right, so how do we want to handle this? I could hit her again, but actually I am going to try and dash up here. I don't think they have any devastating area of effects like Fireball. The closest thing they've had is... I'm going to use Malediction on Razan. We may try and kill Estella first, but Razan will be our MVP through a good portion of this fight. Alright, our party is kind of hurt. Okay. We definitely need to move Sable further in. Because they're just going on the edges. Or I guess not. Okay. She will still have line of sight from here. Ah, not a very high AC. Okay. Go up to Razan. Let's attack. Oh, that was a real poor showing. Right, we are going to have spiritual weapon, smack Razan. What do we want to do? What do we want to do? They're vampires, so... yeah, let's do that. Did push him slightly. Uh-oh, is that going to cause a delay? And how the AI reacts and calculates things. Alrighty. Failure from Spirit Guardians. Okay, you can do your animation anytime now. He didn't even do it. And now the D20 has disappeared. I really hope this game isn't glitching on me. This is literally the first time I've seen that happen. Alright, just from the Daylight and Spirit Guardians, she really lost a lot of hit points from that. Right?
Again.
Okay, since she is so harmed, we're gonna try and finish off Estella. Is that enough? Well, it will be once that thing, that Curse of Time affects her. Right. The person who's slowed is someone already slowed, is Stable in this case. Okay. I don't have enough to move up and melee him, so I'm just going to use my crossbow, which, if I recall, has Radiant bolts. Or
Just bad luck.
burning bolts in this case. Oh well. Let's just move the spiritual weapon closer. Made the save, but it's still a nice, good amount of damage. Right. Alright.
That was mine.
Alright, we finished her off for good. Right, Razan is roughly half his HP, more or less. And again, he's gonna just keep teleporting, trying to snipe and kite us, but we're too smart for that. As tempted as it would be to just teleport or cunning action or dash, we just want to keep hold up in the ruins, because he'll have to keep coming back due to his like melee heavy nature. Based on how he moves, I am going to ready a melee attack. Let's move to spiritual weapon here. Okay. Sable and Sorak are looking pretty hurt. Maybe we can heal him up a bit.
Thanks.
Oh dang, that wasn't smart of me. Oh, if he's in melee range with the Warlock, hopefully sneak attack should apply.
Better luck next time.
He's a big fan of that slow spell, I can tell. Okay, Snork is no longer raging, but I can rage again. I can reckless attack.
You die like the rest.
Alright, a crit. Very nice to see. If I recall, in 3rd edition, Undead, in addition to being immune to sneak attack, were also immune to critical hits, so that was pretty disadvantageous. Okay. He did a Dark Veil, which... It's an area darkest. All creatures that devours and the root have disadvantages on attacks. Okay. Let's see if I still have disadvantage even though I'm outside. Looks like I don't. That is very fortunate and handy. Okay. Let's... This is the closest we can move, but it'll get him within Spirit Guardian range. Okay. She has disadvantage anyway from being within melee range.
Stop that.
Okay, he's nearly dead. That is very good. Ooh. Looks like you regained some HP from that attack too. Vampire and all. Okay. Also from regeneration. If I go down here, am I still in it? No, I am not. Okay, that's good. Let's disengage. Reckless attack to counter the disadvantage.
Well
Right.
struck.
And he is dead. That was an average battle. I wouldn't say it was hard. I wasn't on the edge of my seat. I had some metagame advantage of knowing his tactics and know what to do ahead of time. Looks like he may not have treasure, but does his handy assistant do? Yes, quite a bit of good stuff. Mostly treasure we can sell. A beautiful cloak. And a farewell letter. Let's read that right now. Farewell, old friend. Never again shall you warm my skin and soothe my sadness. Ah, it's from Estella. Today I embrace the night. Today I enter eternity. I reject the gods' interpower. I become one with darkness. Spooky. Okay, strange letter. Let's see what it says. My love, I have a new daughter. Her name is Stella. Of course, she doesn't have her blood, but she, unlike you, she'll be... Seems like a bit of dysfunctional family going on. Okay. Looks like that, that quest is considered to be complete.
Good. What arms you got?
Let's take the gateway and go back to Caer Kiflin, which should be just a hop, a skip, and a teleport spell away. In 5th edition D&D, such things are actually reflected in the rules. There is a 7th level spell, meaning you have to be 13th level, called Teleport, which is like, when you cast it, you and your party can teleport somewhere. Teleportation circles are a 9th level spell where you put a permanent magical circle between one point and another point, and as it's activated, anyone, even they don't have to be a spellcaster or quote-unquote cast a spell in order to use the circle. It's like sort of like one of those Star Trek matter materializer things, whatever they're called. It's sort of like that, and I think these major gates, if you were to replicate them into 5th edition rules of Dungeons & Dragons, they would basically be teleportation circles. Of course, like a lot of high-level magic, just having access to them and can really reshape the face of the campaign. They do require some expensive material components to create, but when you're high-level adventurers, money should be no object. Okay, we have to go to the council. But before doing that, let's see if we have any treasures. Oh, we also have a beautiful cloak. Let's cast an identify spell and find out what it is. Cloak of Arachnida. This is a very useful item, and I will go why. You say why. You have to attune to it, and it has 1 charge per dawn. Not only do you have all poison damage, you basically have a permanent spider climb where you can move along walls, you cannot be restrained by webs, you can cast Pass Without Trace once per charge. This is a Druid and Ranger specific spell, where once you can cast it on up to 6 targets, who for the next 8 hours will have a +10 bonus on stealth checks, and they cannot be tracked unless it's via magical means. Pass Without Trace is such a useful spell, particularly for ambushing enemies, that it is something many people use in builds. Like, I know there's this guy, a character optimizer dude called Pack Tactics, who, even though the Ranger is considered a rather underpowered class in 5th edition, they say that things like Pass Without Trace really improves their ability. Okay, so you have something for the Antiquarians. We have something also for the Antiquarians. We have something for the Arcaneum. We also have a third thing for the antiquarians. We have also something for the antiquarians and maybe the Arcanum. So, before we do anything... Oh. We have a chaplain. Apostasy. Ah, he's... For Sidequest for like these holy relics we got quite a bit ago.
Clear skies, adventurers.
Take a look.
Boom.
Stay in the light, adventurers.
Pretty unfulfilling reward. Okay, so we gain nothing but just 250 experience. Okay. Bit underwhelming, but we take what we can get.
Clear skies, my friends. You have some treasure in your backpacks?
See what you think of this.
Alright, we definitely want that, we definitely want this. Definitely want this. We definitely want this. And it looks like we're just giving everything to them. We are now a living legend. That is the highest amount. And just to show off what it does, living legend, you have a merchant rebate of 30%, faction joins us in battle, and we gain access to their top tier stock. So, since we're already so high up with antiquarians, we are going to focus on our other groups. Principality of Masgarth and Scavengers, they sort of prove automatically, so do we want to join the Tower of Knowledge, Arcanum, or Circle Dancer? I think we may do the Arcanum for spells. Okay, quest log. Anton Merton's story. Doing the side quests before we do the main quests. Arun looking all depressed.
Arwen? We're friends now? I'll keep calling you kid, I think.
Whatever. We've been to Copperan. Ring a bell?
You bet.
Apparently you are indebted to someone there. An elf ranger. She calls herself Bitterroot.
Oh, really?
Something to do with
You could
her-
hear the big sigh in his
She
voice.
said you owe her a child.
She's crazy.
We just said we'd bring the message. She's still waiting.
Yeah, thanks for the message.
Want to tell us what this is about?
No, I don't.
You didn't take her child away from her.
You're out of line. I'd step back if I were you.
All right. It's none of our business. And she gave us this for you.
What? I don't believe it. She went back for it.
Feel more like talking now?
Get out.
Right. So, we didn't really gain anything for that, but on the other hand, it does help us progress Arwen Murden's story, and gives us a bit of a bonus with the Scavengers. Speaking of which, let's see if they have any loot. Okay, quite a bit of stuff. Do we want to spell evil and good? Well, let me see what that does again. Okay, it's just a one casting item. Encrypted spellbook, we definitely want that because the Circle of Danatar also wants that. Right, let's sell that all for 1,000 gold. We are getting pretty rich right around now. Oh, and it looks like, oh, there's more side quests to do. Story of Violence is in Copperan and wants to talk to you. Find the Silent Whisper base, which is apparently Bitterroot's treasure map. I forgot. Was that a... Okay. Oh, we can read one thing. Don't know why we didn't. Okay, Ring of Abjuration. Who should we give that to? Who has the lowest AC among us? You know what, since he's in front so often. Okay, she already has a good cloak. So let's short rest, attune some items. Let's see what the notice board has got for us. Okay, find a sign whisper base to collector. Wow, one of them is pretty high level. Right, time to sell some stuff. Someone writing about Razan long ago. Is there anything we want to buy? Circle of Danatar is up there. Let's go pay her a visit.
Clear skies, adventurers.
We do require your services.
Okay, I think he's just a guy who sells us stuff. Oh, it's not the Circle of Danatar, it says Principality of Masgarth, so... Wait. There she is.
Deputies, do you have anything for the circle?
Take a look.
Okay, quite a bit of Danatar exclusive stuff. The Depleted rune, wow. Since we're already sticking to Circle of Danatar,
Stay
may
in
as
the light,
well.
deputies.
In for the penny, in for the pound. Now let's see what we can buy from her.
Deputies?
We do require your services.
Right. Quite a bit of +1 weapons. And +1 armor. Leather armor versus +1 breastplate. No, wait, I recall she has a +20 dex. That would be a waste. Plate armor +1. Leather armor +2. I definitely know someone here would very much appreciate that. Alright, she has higher AC. Who do you want to give this to? Wait. Studded leather and leather armor +1 are the same. Okay, it's actually worse. Will it do anything for a dwarf? Nope, actually worse.
Deputies?
We do require...
No, I'd get a better rebate if I actually sell it. Okay, Frostburn Dagger, Short Bow. Already has a Doomblade Greatsword. She has a Short Sword of Acuteness. A +1 rapier would be nice. What Warhammer? Right, I do slightly more piercing damage. Right, time to visit the Legacy Council finally.
Honorable members of the Council, please be seated. The Legacy Council is now in session. Lord Keenmind has the floor.
Honorable
Neat
members
name.
of the Council, we at the Arcaneum have gathered crucial information about this crown. This is indeed the crown of the Magister, belonging to Casenax, eternal soul of the 8 traditions, 9th and last
Clipping through the
Magister
stone again.
of the Manakellan Arcaneum. At the time, there were 8 Masters of Magic, one for each of the old schools. In time of need, each Master lent their gem to the Magister, the head of the Arcaneum. Placed in the crown, they granted additional powers that enabled the Magister to cast spells or perform rituals of incredible power, such as the closing of the rift from Tirmar. Indeed, now, there is some debate about whether the crown, with all its gems, could possibly open another rift, or even reopen the previous one.
Nonsense! The rift has been closed for a millennium.
Solasta paid a high enough price for that.
Have you been to the Badlands recently?
Order! Marshal Sunblaze has the floor.
For our part, now that the existence of Sorak on Solasta has been confirmed, we have gathered proof that they are operating everywhere in the Eastern Kingdoms, including here, in the Principality of Masgarth.
Impossible!
I mean, it's
The
kind of
Soraks
already
are
known
looking for the crown and its gems.
that they've been
cannot
operating
be a
here.
coincidence.
A powerful artifact, certainly. But reopening the rift? It took all the gods of Tirmar to open it.
No one knows for sure what the crown can do.
It's just a theory. As you know, it protects itself from our divination spells. That is one of its mysterious powers.
Then why would the Soraks think they know better?
Because they're Soraks. Their foul god Sortar knows. He is guiding them. We tried to leave him, and them, behind on Tirmar. It seems we failed. Their people, their culture, they must have been obsessing about this for 1,000 years. While we spent that time fighting each other, they had to stick together and hide to survive.
Fables and conjectures!
Perhaps.
But can we take the risk?
The crown must be secured.
The crown belongs to those who found it. Those are the rules. The quest for the gems should be completed. Only this way can we learn more about the crown and its powers.
These deputies, well, they're not strong enough. No offense.
Tell that to the crown. And they've done well enough so far, wouldn't you say?
This is nonsense.
Maybe the deputies would like to speak. After
Yay,
all,
finally.
they are members of the council now, aren't they?
You can give us the means to be stronger. Weapons,
Yeah.
armor, maybe some spells?
Don't overestimate yourselves, deputies.
That's right. We can't risk the Soraks overpowering them and taking the crown.
Well, you're welcome to provide them with whatever weapons
mean-
and armors you like, Marshal.
We're just trying to increase our chance of success.
Yeah, of course you are.
We might have a few spells that can increase your chance of survival.
If that is all, may we conclude?
I'd like to say a word, if that is appropriate.
Of course, Your Highness. We're listening.
I think our brave deputies shouldn't be, sleeping in a city inn. We have a very comfortable residence near the palace. They would be safer there, don't you think? That would be our part in supporting the quest.
Your Highness, I must remind you that your decisions as head of state are not subject to council approval.
Oh, right.
Might I suggest that you reiterate your offer outside these walls?
Of course. I beg the council's pardon.
Not at all, Your Highness.
Then I think that is all.
Thank you. The Legacy Council is now in recess.
A word, please, deputies.
Sure.
Her Royal Highness asked me to reiterate her offer to accommodate you at the palace residence.
What's that?
A house for plenipotentiaries, emissaries, and other guests of the court.
Sounds nice.
You don't say.
Where is this residence?
In the palace. Ask for Ravensworth, a royal butler. He'll show you. Stay in the light, senior deputies.
You too, Captain.
Alright, we got a new residence. No more need to pay gold to stay at an inn or overland travel if we want to do a long rest. This will teleport us to our new personal quarters.
Your rooms are ready.
It's not really all that big. It's just like a room where you can stay in long rest. If I also recall, there's your shareable party treasury there too. And some items you can get for free.
You. I know you.
What?
You were at the embassy. An aide or something?
You're mistaken. I'm a council deputy.
You can't fool me. I never forget a face.
What's going on, friend?
Never mind.
That same week, the Galavan envoy somehow got hold of our plans for the trade treaty.
Stop bothering us. We're guests of the princess.
The dwarf is the most investigation.
Be careful. They're a powerful family in the Snow Alliance.
This isn't over. Now I found you. We'll settle this.
Looks like he's not gonna fight us.
Anything
Not
we
immediate,
should know?
least.
Old story.
This is one of the
If
side
this is
quests
going to be
based on a
problem,
character's
We need to fix
background,
it together. I agree.
and this
All
one
right,
specifically
then.
is
I'll
spy.
need to see someone at the Galavan embassy.
So the backgrounds I had in my first playthrough were noble, academic, lawkeeper, and sellsword. For our characters, we have Sable, who is a spy, Snork, who is a wanderer, and yes, lawkeeper again. So we're probably going to get a repeat quest or one I did, and Acolyte for our warlock. So 3 out of the 4 quests are ones I haven't done. As there are 9 backgrounds in total, it really takes free playthroughs if you want to see all of them and get all of their achievements. So I don't really feel too bad about doubling up. Ooh, splendid plate armor. Beautiful cloak. Beautiful cloak, pendant, short sword. Magnificent hide armor. Alright. Let's start identifying things. I sort of know what, like, the splendid stuff will be. They're like +1 and +2 things. Okay, short sword +2. Kind of feels silly for buying a +1 rapier now, but we can just give it to our rogue. Cloak of Ubiquity. Cloak of Ubiquity. It's a warlock only, which who he fortunately has. It can cast Dimension Door once per long rest. Zaria's Journal. Sort of forget who that was. Alright, +1 plate armor. Plate armor is the best protection in the game as a heavy armor. It has a base AC of 18, and with the +1 it'll be a base AC of 19. Would it be worth giving to her, though? Well, only one way to find out. It does impose disadvantage on stealth checks. Medium armor. Nobody's proficient with heavy. For some reason, I keep thinking cleric. Well, there's actually life domain clerics can use heavy armor, and that was my last person, so that's why I keep associating it. But otherwise, there's not really anything else you can do other than just sleep and have a nice long rest. Which we are going to do after I, we don't have Detect Magic prepared. I was gonna see if there were any we missed. Alright. Time to attune some items. We are going to give her a Cloak of Ubiquity. She is now attuned to free, and that is her maximum now. Okay. So here's what we're going to want to prepare. Not necessarily that we may use it, but 1, 2... curses haven't really appeared much in this game, so... One, two... I think we may have overdone it on one of them. Okay, so, who has the short sword? You do. Actually, 1d6 plus 2, but it's 1d4 plus 1d8. Let's... Okay. That's an interesting thing. We'll have that and have the short sword as a backup. Okay, you know what? Give it to our dwarf. Maximum possible damage. We can make mace smashing, but I think we already have one of those. Or it's not really all that high priority. Before we go anywhere. Let's see what Darren Lark wants. If I recall, Apostasy is the side quest for our Acolyte. This is when your character's various background side quests do after the old Manacolum ruins. There is an exception in that the academic side quest can pop up much earlier, way back during, whatchamacallit, after you first clear out the border fortress. Or you have an academic who wants to visit that tower that was knocked on its side. Alright. Those two things are actually, I think, our final areas for gaining the other gems. Not the final areas in the game, but just for gem collection.
Clear skies, Chaplain Locke. You wanted to see me?
Clear skies. Yes. Thank you for coming so fast. Remember that monastery near Koparan?
The Temerian ruins. Of course.
Yes. There was a cemetery there. Chaplain Ardenfire, priest of Arun, would like to meet you about it.
I shall go to him right away. Clear skies.
Clear skies. Einar guard you all.
Alright. So talk to the priest of Arun near the promontory in Cairkiflin. Where would that be? All the way up here.
Ah, here you are.
Chaplain Dallin Locke told us you'd like to talk.
Many thanks for coming. It's about the Sunblaze Monastery.
We're all ears.
Scavengers said many tombs in the cemetery bore the name of the Darwaz family.
And?
Anton Darwaz ruled this monastery. He was a renowned prelate on Tirmar. The heads of the church searched for him for years. Then he was considered to be lost, either left on the home world or killed in the cataclysm. Now, we know he was alive. He buried his brothers and family in the Badlands.
A sad tale, for sure.
Worse, as this cursed symbol suggests. I prayed for his soul. Arun sent me a sign.
A sign?
Chaplain Darwaz's soul never joined Arun. It is trapped. He might
Looks
have
like his
cursed
beard hair
own
is going
symbol.
directly into his
The
mouth.
souls of his brothers, too, wander somewhere in this land. Someone needs to go cleanse their remains with holy water.
Will that suffice?
Not if Emtan is indeed cursed. His soul is too angry. Then you'll need to reason with him. I imbued his symbol with Arun's magic. Use it as proof.
And if he doesn't listen to reason?
Then, and only then, should you destroy him.
We will do what is necessary.
May Arun's fire warm your heart.
Clear skies.
Right, sounds like a dungeon crawl. I wonder if preparing to remove curse spell would have helped with this. Okay, copper in. Find the silent whisper base. Right. Stake his old acquaintance who needs help with the city guard.
Who goes there?
I'd like to see Ambassador Crawley.
Cancel business?
Spy business.
Follow me.
Or bribe
Just
business,
like
maybe.
Shut up and follow.
I haven't done these side quests before, save for the Lawkeeper, so we don't know what to expect. Heh.
I'll be damned. Senior Deputy of the Legacy Council.
Nice to see you too.
Can't say I expected your visit.
I bumped into Belmont at the palace residence.
And?
He seems to suspect me over the stolen treaty plans.
Seems to?
He's pretty eager to pin it on me.
Can't let that happen.
That's why I'm here.
Them?
Friends. Trustworthy.
You have to take him out. I can't suggest a course of action. You just need to plant something in the new Empire's embassy.
Oh, is that all?
Unless you have friends in the Silent Whisper.
I might.
Once it's in the right hands, this will kill our friend Belmont's credibility.
It looks like you have all this figured out.
I always plan for every contingency.
We should go.
Well, and this time, it's farewell for good.
Wow, an entire cutscene for a place we can't even walk around or interact in. Heh. Gotta appreciate the dedication, at least. Wonder if we're just going back outside or in a new place. Let's see.
You really want to break into the new Empire's embassy?
This is crazy.
We can ask Daliat. I think he'll help us.
Alright. Daliat. Where is he? All the way to, oh, that's Stig. There's Daliat, but first let's sell off this big clunky plate armor. Worm's Emporium. It's not a magical thing, so... And she also has the best rebate, so... Or the best money buyback in the game. Oh, that's a magnificent hide armor. I haven't inspected it yet. Oh, and a beautiful pendant. Ah, I forgot to identify those things. Fortunately, we have a wand of identify. Oh, she hasn't put the cloak on. I don't think our war mage has, our warlock has either. Okay, actually she has all of her attuned items. Periaptive health. That sets your constitution to 19 unless it's lower, which is very good for increasing your HP. Okay, height armor +1. Will that be better for a dwarf? No, it is actually worse. Daliat, all the way back from the border fortress. Long time no see.
Greetings, colleague.
I'm not your colleague, Daliat. You know that.
Oh, sure. What can I do for you?
You know Lord Belmont?
Ambassador Belmont? Of course.
We have something on Belmont that you might like. Not flattering.
Nice. What's the catch?
I need you to release it right away.
Right now? No long-term leverage?
That's right.
I'll need you to do something for me, then.
I'm listening.
Some former colleagues are running an operation from a base nearby. I need them dead.
We're not murderers.
They're traitors to the Silent Whisper. Ruthless bastards, too.
Enough to die, just like that?
Your choice. Do this for me, and I'll take care of the Belmont thing.
Fair enough.
Seems like this side quest has 2 ways of being completed. I think I'd like to do the spy outpost. First, just to get all of our ducks in a row. There he is. Stig. This will hit all, I think, all of the side quests save for the Copperin one.
Hey, Shorty, you in the army?
Don't call me that. I'm a royal guard, you know.
Oh,
You?
his mouth is
Really?
moving, but his beard
The
is
princess
not.
and all?
That looks so bad.
Yeah. Those your friends?
Oh, it's
We
sort
are.
of moving, but looks really
How do you know
weird
each
when it
other?
does it.
You didn't tell them? We were in the city guard together.
And we both upgraded.
Anyway, I need help. I think someone's rotten in the guard.
That's reassuring.
We have important things to do, mind you.
Hey, Stig is my friend. Fine.
I need to go. Meet me at the palace entrance when you have time.
Alright, we have the law is the law. The shadow of the past. And apostasy. Let's try and... Well, before doing anything, let's cast the aid spell. Actually, if it were overland traveling, that may not have been the smartest move. Okay, spy outpost is to the northeast. Major gate allows you to teleport to or from this location. For example, you see it up here? Teleport, you basically bypass all of it instantly. That is very convenient. There aren't many major gates in this game, so some places you may still need to travel a bit to, just not as much. Alright. Before we do anything further, looks like we have we are just barely over encumbered. Let's use an item. Pass without trace on everyone. Everyone still has an hour and 55 minutes worth on the 8th spell. Okay. Boom. 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 It doesn't matter. Warlock. Okay. There's an alternate route in through. The front doors is a bit too obvious, I'd say. Ooh, wow. Really close. Okay, got him before the dwarf could trigger. And they also get overall good initiative on top of a surprise round. We are going to dash up there.
You'll need to do better than that.
Oh no, we were spotted by someone? Who? Oh, I don't think she's tall enough to actually see anyone. Okay. Oh well. Since he's turned away, let's hope... Okay, that doesn't trigger it. Okay, so there's a spy, 2 veterans. Is that enough to catch all 3 of them? Yes, it is.
I know.
Alright, don't tell me we're gonna take them all out on the surprise round. Nah, they still have too many HP.
Leave it.
Terrible miss. As we cannot see the target, we can only hit the veteran. And it's just enough. getting stunned.
Perish.
Right, Snork. I want to attack the veteran. I feel the spy up there is gonna die soon anyway. An embarrassing display, but that more than made up for it. I've line of sight to the spy and 2 veterans.
That's the way.
2 for the price of 1. But does he have his Ring of Resistance equipped? I'll need to check that after the battle. Or his, you know, his special abjuration ring. Whatever it's called.
Touche.
Not close enough. The reason I'm not going all out on using it is in case there's like more of this like encounter, like more enemies and stuff. I don't know if there will be, but it doesn't exactly hurt to be conservative, I feel.
I must do better.
Okay, here comes the veteran. I bet he's gonna attack like 3 times or something.
Well struck.
Pass. He is dead as a dodo. Is any of this magical or splendid or otherwise? Nope. This is more of the same. Ooh, a magnificent longbow. We're definitely giving it to her. Okay, he does not have his ring equipped. Okay. Immunity to this diseased condition. I bet it's +2. +1. She... Oh, she actually doesn't have a longbow +1. Okay, that'll make her even better. Wait, where did the paralytic things go? Shadow of the past. Oh, it really was all that. Oh wait, there's a box behind there, and there's one more thing there. Embroidered silk scarf, 12H SP. Hideous laughter. I forget who can use that. Pretty sure it's the warlock. Spider climb. Not the most difficult of battles. Pretty easy, all given told. Snork takes a short time alone to think. So much rations. We really should start dumping them. Because they are heavy.
Hey, any news?
It's done. Your friends won't be a problem anymore.
Good. I knew I could depend on you. That tip on Belmont is so good. He's as good as dead. Pleasure working with you, my friends.
See you, Daliat.
Alright, we just got to wait for the next day, and then this quest will be over. Hopefully. Yeah, now that we can just cast Great Food and Water, we don't really need these rations anymore. I mean, I don't think I'm ever going to make the mistake of just... Yeah, just see how much weight that frees up. It's amazing. I was just briefly confused.
Hey, Stig.
Hey there. You ready?
Sure. So, what can we do to help?
I have 4 suspects. Here are their names and posts. It won't be easy. They mustn't know I suspect them.
We'll check them out. No problem.
Strike true.
Right. Gotta check out all the City Watchmen. See what's going on. Shield Guard Tradston.
Clear skies.
I know you. You're the Sorak killers.
Anything you want to share? Off the books.
What?
A little business of yours.
Oh, sure. Not here, though. Meet me at the promontory tonight.
That was easier said than done. Okay, Never in the Grave keeps cast. Do we have our first suspect? Well, if we're doing anything else, let's speak to the rest.
Clear skies.
This is my seat. I always sit here.
What?
Looks like we all just reflexively backed off. We were intimidated by his sheer presence.
Can we talk?
You're a strange bunch, you know that? Even stranger than that Arwen Merton.
Fair enough.
Where are they going with this?
Are you going to say something? Knew it! You council pawns are fake. Killed Sorax. Right. And I've got a dragon in my pocket. Now you're pissing me off.
Well, I'm not sure he's smart enough to be corrupt.
Think he can work? He can barely stand.
Let's go and see them.
All right. Stick says he should be leaving soon.
There he goes. Let him get a head start.
I don't think it really matters, but I always like to hedge my bets. Right, looks like he's going up to, no, not to Tower of Knowledge, woman. All the way back in this alley with a random citizen.
Now that's a conspiracy.
There might be an angry husband.
Might be worth an arrest. Shut up.
So for this, we only need to find Garth at his gatehouse in Semblaze, or beat the promontory by night.
What's
he doing? This?
Hijacking a crate from a delivery. Let's see what's in it. Flowers. Angry violets. Hundreds of them.
Oi! What are you doing?
The question is, what are you doing?
My job! What did you think I was doing?
Why did you pick this crate out of the delivery?
Oh, this one. Let me think. This is for Her Royal Highness, going through Captain Ironshell directly. Oh, I'm sure the princess will appreciate you rummaging her personal stuff. As everyone knows, everything for her personal use is tax-free.
I knew that.
Ask the captain. Go right ahead.
That won't be necessary. Carry on.
Right, looks like we have Private Roderick into Temple Quarter and to Promontory. It's not yet night, but there's a nearby bench we can use. All the way up there. So, I mentioned it last stream, but more big news with Wizards of the Coast new updated OGL for 1D&D that's getting a lot of people really concerned. Some of the bigger publishers for third-party material like Matt Coville, Cobalt Press, and even some smaller ones are basically saying they have no part, and they are either going to make their own new systems like Kobold is doing, or just moving to use other systems. Like Matt Colville is going to try and be system neutral. Furthermore, I think Paizo is making a new, not OGL, but OGL equivalent for like their Pathfinder system or something, which will be freer and better to use than what Wizards has. So it definitely looks like Wizards of the Coast did the absolute worst move they can in ensuring the loyalty of fans, third-party publishers. It's really causing a big stink. Even very large YouTubers are covering it too.
I like it.
So, what have you got?
In a rush, eh? All right, here.
Booze? Really?
Suddenly it got blurry, like we were seeing it through Bill goggles.
My boss would
Just
kill me for
looking at
selling
it
new Empire liquor.
makes us
This
drunk.
isn't illegal.
Of course not. Just, you know, Imperial. Slaver stuff.
Oh boy. Just like the old Empire.
Our mistake. Sorry to waste your time.
I remember seeing someone who got a copy of the Solasta tabletop sourcebook said that the new Empire, which is like the successor to the old Empire that was destroyed into Cataclysm, are like really, really racist elves. Then it's like, oh wow, what a new and original concept. But even in the game, they point like, oh, slaver stuff. Okay, so just have one more guy to go. Where is he? Down in the Temple Quarter. And our travel has been interrupted. Hope we weren't too loud.
Nothing. We're wasting our time.
This Roderick, though, where is he?
Let's check again.
Ah, he's right there, silly.
You're Roderick.
Who's asking?
We're council deputies.
What was that?
A spell?
He's not just a guard, that's for sure. That's a shadowcaster trick. He can't be far. Look for tracks.
Alright, track spotted. One moment, I need to check something. I'll be back, everybody. Hello everyone, we're back. Just a momentary distraction. We've been going at this for
Secret tunnel? We're onto something here.
We've been going at this for an hour and a half. I think this will be the end of the Lawkeeper quest, and then we can proceed into Spy one the next day over. If we do 2 or even maybe even 3 side quests if we're lucky in one go, that'll be pretty fun. This is a bit of a mini dungeon crawl in case you couldn't tell. going to encounter here, I wonder? Ooh, some bad guys. Spy, Fug, Roderick. Well, no time like the present. Get them all while they're still in fireball formation. Ah, fool. And she's no longer... Okay, how do I want to do this? Okay, hitting 4 people with a powered up fireball, that's a worthy trade-off.
You'll need to do better than that.
Hardly killed anyone, but on the other hand, I'd say it's worth it.
Sorry.
Right. Go up with the dwarf. Reckless attack. Rage.
Better luck next time.
Times like these, I kind of wish I cast the bless spell, but that fireball though. Alright. Okay, if I shoot Roderick, that should have sneak attack. Dash here for cover. Smash. Okay, he is not dead, surprisingly. So the question is, what do I want to do? I'll just regularly attack him. I really should use that Channel Divinity thing more often. Free temporary hit points per level until the next long rest is just really good. Okay, so who do we want to target for our malediction? Hopefully it kills the spy at least. Feel the 2 attacks would be most worth it on one of the thugs, particularly with a raging dwarf.
No quarter given.
So close to death.
You can take it.
Oh no. Probably wasn't worth it, but... And what you gonna do?
Too slow.
Just get her out of the way. Attack the bug.
Light will guide us.
Right, looks like we're unbanished. One of the only times I've used my dagger with the warlock. Okay, I think that's them all. time to search for evidence that we will be keeping for ourselves. Ooh, a prime scimitar, but do we really need so many of those? I guess if we get some sweet magic items. Or sweet magical item crafting components. Yeah, being mere thugs, these guys don't really have much in the way of treasure. Okay, looks like there's a secret door. Alrighty. Ooh, a soul drinker dagger. Okay, soul drinker daggers are pretty useful. They are sort of like Whiteburn in that they add an additional amount of damage. In this type, it is 1d4 force damage rather than 1d8 cold. Search the hideout for incriminating evidence, Roderick's activities. We found a book.
What have you found? Enough to implicate Roderick and his friends. They were smuggling goods in and out of the temple quarter.
Like a lot of these little side quests, they seem to have like only one like real major combat encounter, then they're done. But in exchange, you get some nice stuff. Sig is somewhere up here. Okay, there he is. Once we speak with him, it should complete the quest.
Hey, Stig!
I heard what happened. Roderick's a shadow caster?
Why, is that illegal?
Roderick's a corpse. He attacked us with a bunch of his friends. Take this. You can follow up and shut down his network.
Oh, fantastic. Thanks for the help, my friends.
Stay in the light, Stig.
Speaking of which,
your rooms are ready.
Let's fast forward this quest. Just like that, she's over encumbered. Right? Herald of Battle. Jason Cell.
Arcana
Let's do it on Sable. Warlock is pretty buffed already. Right, 69 plus 21 from 53 or 59 it was. That is a huge boost. She's like almost on par with the Barbarian now, and that's saying something.
Is Lord Belmont around?
Yeah, he had to return home.
In a rush?
Indeed.
Thank you, Ravensworth.
You're welcome, deputies.
Alright, see, I just got a encounter, or an achievement. I spy with my little eye. Speaking of which, we don't have much more in order to level up to 8th level. That's when we get another ability score improvement. Alright, finally, let's go out. Well, I haven't done apostasy, so I don't know if the temple is like actually outside somewhere, or... Wait, can we see what this is? Yes, Tamarian Ruins. Okay, 4 days for your long rests. Is there anything we can spend time crafting on the way? Yes, we do. Let's just do a Mesa Smashing. Sable. Her spying duties must make her very politically opinionated. In encounter, the monsters are frightened by departing and scurry away. That's a sign that we're really strong, at least in this particular region of the game. I kind of wish they could allow you to start recrafting stuff in the middle of these journeys. Otherwise, you're just stopping at all the close places. And those Imperial Outpost ruins also have another quest of ours. We can probably kill 2 birds with 1 stone this way. I don't know if the goblins or other monsters repopulate. Now that we're back. Okay, so where would it be? Oh, all the way down there. That must be where we're meant to head. Okay, so before doing anything, sufficiently buffed for whatever undead related woes we're going to encounter. Yep, just what I thought. It triggers a cutscene instead. Bet we're gonna have to roll some charisma checks.
Did we forget to close the door on our last visit?
Never opened it.
Well, someone's dropped by.
Let's cleanse those tombs with holy water.
Not many remains left for the prayer.
You had to say it. Get ready, people.
We're not going to try talking to them first?
No harm in trying, I guess. May the light of the gods free your souls.
Please don't tell me it all hinged on religion.
Please don't pray for me if I die.
Okay, some zombies and a spectral avenger and Badlands wraiths. Some of them have little red icons above. I'm gonna check out what that's about. Oh, those are the graves we need to cleanse.
Impressive move, my friend.
Let's disengage up here. Okay, 1, 2, 3. Okay, you know what I'm gonna do. Okay, we can get free of them. Okay, they resisted. That's not a good sign. That terrible roll, however, is a good sign. Hopefully they all go for the dwarf. Good, good. Can these ghosts be shoved? I do not know. Yes, they can. Speaking of shove, looks like that's what the zombie just did now. Kind of silly because they already have advantage on the dwarf due to the recklessness.
Victory is yours.
I mean, we're already being... Yeah, so may as well. I don't think I can hit any of them with that. I don't exactly like the repelling blast because it knocks them right out of the spirit guardians. Alright, so... looks like the game is kind of frozen up again. Yes, we are going to stun him. Or at least try to.
Perfect.
Nah, I think it... yeah. We are most definitely going to kill him. Once again, trusty barbarian crossbow.
Impressive.
Wins the battle for us. Yeah. No, they're far worse people. Yeah, I actually saw the full context. I saw what.
Who are you to disturb our eternal rest?
A follower of the gods, hoping to save your soul.
There are no gods in this place, fool.
Do you truly believe that?
Of course. Otherwise, they would have answered us.
He's a ghost in the afterlife, but he doesn't believe in the gods.
I pray.
Theologically speaking, that is possible,
answered.
depending on your belief system.
Yes, it did.
Liar!
Did you not have water and the means to grow food?
Barely.
Were monsters not kept at bay from your valley?
We heard them roam at night.
Weren't you spared the worst of the mana collapse?
What?
And yet you survived how many years here?
But my prayers weren't answered.
Yes, they were. You were just too mad with grief to see it. Behold the power of Arun, apostate.
Nice. That double proficiency paid
The
off.
Lord is still here. Thank you.
It is time for you to enjoy your final rest, Entandarwas, acolyte of Arun.
So of course, this game is a bit simplistic, but there are some interesting things I did want to bring up. There are certain belief systems in the real world that can be considered a form of soft atheism. Like, for example, there are some spiritualist or animist belief systems who do not believe in gods per se, or aren't overly concerned with any questions on how the world is created or if there's some grand plans. However, they still believe in spirits, in afterlife, things that happen to us over our dead, but just like Earth, there's no grand plan, it just is. Ghosts aren't like part of some grand plan like in a war between God or Satan, whatever, they just are. So the question is that you can still be quote-unquote godless, but still believe in like supernatural and spiritual things. You know that joke, oh, I'm spiritual but not religious? Well, it's sort of like that. Another thing I also want to bring up is there's also like I think that's what's called at times soft atheism, like depending on your definition of a godhood. Hard atheism is more like what we think of when we think of most atheists. They not only do not believe in gods or deities, they also do not believe in anything that cannot be tested empirically by human senses or by science. Okay, looks like we have... Let me see the journal first. What is the collector? Scavengers. Okay, we can do that. Oh boy. 2 ogres, 2 orcs, orc chieftain. Doable. Okay, looks like they're in a very good fireball formation. Unfortunately, it looks like they got high on initiative, so they're probably going to break said formation. Oh god. They animated a butt crack on the ogre. That's actually pretty funny. Not only is it effective, it's just so satisfying to see him knocked around by Repelling Blast. Okay, I think that is what causes the slowdown, because not only is the enemy knocked around, they have to like reorient based on where they are, and there's also like new animation. Yeah, let's cast it.
Nobody has your skills. Bravo!
Those D12s, you hardly ever see them in not just 5th edition, but any edition of D&D. Only a very few types of weapons and attacks use D12, and only one class has a D12, the Barbarians, so it's also like... It's very much an unloved and unappreciated dice in tabletop RPGs in general.
You die like the rest.
Okay, we have stronger ogres and a chieftain. So how are you gonna do this? Do I still have conjured food? Looks like... oh. Foraged food. That won't be enough for a long rest, so... Maybe I should have cast that at the end of the battle, but, oh well.
Bend the knee or perish.
Is the dwarf in melee with the ogre? Yes, he is. Sneak attack. Something I always found weird is like orcs, ogres, goblins are all technically sort of like the same type of enemy. They're humanoids, they are dumb, but they are strong. And a lot of time you have modules and adventures where they're basically working together. So the only real major difference between them is that... based on their size and their statistics. I sort of feel like that... I wish more settings made them more meaningfully different in terms of, like, their society and culture. It is one weakness, because they're basically... ogres are basically just large orcs, really. Goblins, at the very least, can be sort of different in the sense that goblins tend to... not being strong, they tend to more likely rely on rogue, thief-style, guerrilla hit-and-run tactics. But other than that, they are still very functionally similar in the role they play. Alright, the chieftain is nearly dead.
Got ya.
Is there any good close range stuff? Guess not.
Run while you can.
The kind of smuggling dungeon is very, very good at recognizing. Sorry, I think I was talking to myself again. I sort of have that habit. Man, our rogue, even when not sneak attacking, is a very MVP. Oh, and we're also leveling up, too. Feels very satisfying. Okay, is there anything? And of course, that's their camp, so we can't, you know, use it for ourselves. Alright. Finished crafting that poison arrow, which is good because I think it had an awful lot of checks. Okay. Okay, we have 20 decks, which is very good. So, we already have our best thing as high as possible. So, what do we want to do? There's so many good things. I mean, we can't actually go beyond +1 decks, so it will sort of feel like a waste to do anything. You can use your bonus action to take them until during range weapons have no system. Trip attack. Are there any saving throws you want to get proficiency in? Perhaps Constitution, if we can. We don't really have any concentration-based spells, so... This Focus Sleeper doesn't really matter, because everyone is going to be sleeping on 8 hours anyway, so... Things like, say, oh, you sleep a bit less, is, like, kind of useless. I feel like that +1 strength is going to sort of be a waste when we put it in something, so... Sort of like feeling like increasing Constitution would be nice. On the other hand, this makes us a bit more proficient in saves. Okay, screw it. We don't exactly need to have everyone be... We don't need to have everyone be like min-max necessarily. Alright. Kind of a given, but... with our Dwarfy Dwarf, we want to get higher strength. We do not need to be attuned to Gauntlets of Ogre power anymore, so we may as well just attune to this Periaptive Health. We already have good things in Dex. Channel Divinity, we can now destroy undead. We can attack one more time per combat turn, which is really useful. We can Channel Divinity to also do damage on top of stunning. Okay, so what do we want to put in? We're going to do Flawless Concentration. Since we have many concentration spells, if you sustain up 10 points damage, we don't need to roll for concentration. Super useful spell. Right. As usual, we are going to increase our ability score. It's going to be bonus to Charisma. Now, don't need to unlearn any invocations. We are fine with the ones we have. Also fine with the spells we have, I'd say. I mean, wait. Are there any we want to change? Hellish Rebuke, Malediction are good. Invisibility, Fly, Counterspell. We have greater invisibility, so... what shall we replace it with? Dreadful Omen. And Hypnotic Pattern. Yeah. Going all the way up. May as well have stopped at Copperan instead. But then again, I feel like that quest would be much longer. What do we have waiting for us here, I wonder? Well, before we wonder any further, let's save. Right, our party is looking pretty sweet so far. What's the Imperial Outpost? Yep. Looks like there's some scavengers among the ruins, but archmages. That indicates a higher caliber beyond mere bandits, I'd say. So, how do we get up there? Well, looks like there is a way. I should have had someone move individually rather than a group, but on the plus side, we rolled really high overall. And are very much in fireball formation, I'm happy to see. The Archmage, on the other hand, may try to, you know, counter the spells, because I know they can do that. Archmages are actually pretty tough. And they're an NPC type in the basic monster manual. And they are considered challenge rating 12. So at this level in the game, they would definitely be considered deadly. They are pretty physically fragile, as you can see, but they can cast up to 9th level spells. And I don't know if, like, 9th level spells in this game exist. Pretty sure they don't, but they're, like, super powerful mages. That's all you need to know. Right, so what are we gonna do? We are going to cast Dispel. So between Spiritual Weapon and our extra attack, we can attack 3 times with a War Cleric. That's what makes their characters, that cleric domain, so good. Right, Archmage is nearly dead. Oh, they are dead. Okay. In that case, Switch to our bow, we miss horribly. Sorry folks, we didn't get to see the Archmage do anything cool, but they're very dangerous. So, that really worked out for us. One moment, checking on some things.
How does that feel?
Very, very good indeed, Sable. Where are they running off to? To attack the dwarf of all people. Her, like, most sturdy target. I won't judge. Ow.
You're still standing.
Seriously, how many times did they attack? I think that was 4 times I counted.
Arcana Evo Malleus. Impressive move, my friend.
He's dead. Alright. Who to get next? Some reason.
Once more, we prevail!
Yes, we have just enough movement to attack the evil priest. I think the term evil priest is done for this game because there's no evil priest NPC type in basic 5th edition that I know of. Alrighty. Let's see what we can get our little hands on here. Ooh, blackened pipes. Unfortunately, that is bard only, so we don't have any bards in our party, so let's see what this is. Insignia of the First Legion. All we gotta do now is return to a quest board. Okay, so there's Fortress of the Shield, runs into family. On the other hand, we can go back up to Copperin for History of Violence. There's a Manicolin ruin down here for the Magister's Amulet, and then there's, once again, going down here for Apostasy. So many choices. I kind of worry about being a bit too scattershot, so there's a part of me that just wants to go back to Kaer Kiflin, complete the quest. Yeah, let's do that. Ooh, I could have teleported while in Copperin. Oh well. At least we're gonna get a lot more crafting done. Maybe even a random encounter or two. Ambush. There's not a lot of them, and that can give us the advantage. There is a direwolf up here, and 3 orcs are all the way up there. Okay, I know what I'm going to do. Gonna have Znork go for the direwolf. Oh boy.
Damn!
Damn indeed. I feel your pain. Now she, Kianna, is going to fireball them all.
Messiah Evo Malleus.
they all succeeded, but it does shave off a bit of their HP, which I like.
Arcana Enjo Minure.
Seen quite a bit of.
Arcana Evo Malmis.
No quarter given.
Gonna save the breath weapon for the orcs if I can. Alright. Amusingly, I'm tempted to fireball them again. While they're all in that very advantageous positioning.
Arcana Evo Malmis. You'll surely prevail.
Alright. Okay, which is the one with 5? There they go. And down they go. Enough to be within crossbow range.
I am unbeatable.
Right, let's see what ill-gotten loot we have. Mostly just weapons and stuff. That is a bit... yeah, that's a bit much. Right, day free. Getting closer and closer to Caer Kiflin. As tempting as it would be to hit fast, normal travel is usually the best. Slow gives you more encounters possibly, because you're moving slower, and fast more ambush opportunities, so it's actually counterproductive. Fast, I think, also has the same effect. In the tabletop RPG, if you move slow on overland travel, you actually get +5 to like your passive perception and stealth, if I recall. Well, if you go fast, you have -5 to your passive perception and stealth, meaning it's harder, it's both easier to ambush and be ambushed when going... it's easier to get ambushed and harder to ambush while going fast, and the opposite while going slow. Yeah, a bit of a tongue twister there. All right. There we go, time to turn in a completed quest.
Clear skies, Chaplain Ardent Fire.
Clear skies? Did you bring peace to those troubled souls?
Yes, all of them are with the gods now.
And Imtan?
Saved. He is with Arun.
Many thanks. I will call his name during Mass. May Arun's fire warm your heart.
Aw.
Clear skies.
How nice. Alrighty. Another quest completed. So... did we get anything besides experience for that? We just got... yeah, we just got experience. It was the heart that counts. Alright, we got more sympathy with the scavengers in Arcaneum, and we got an item, golden bracers, which are actually bracers of sparkle. Oh, gauntlets of ogre power we don't really need anymore. We're going to give it to our other big melee person. Okay, Magister's amulet. Might be located inside the Malachon ruin where you found a crown. We're going back there once again, all into family. We are finally level 8th. It's around Adrestia's fortress, Bitterroot's tracer map, and this in Copland. Alright, so even though she has a 20 dex, at least with 19 strength, she should be able to equip stuff like a battle axe and other things. Actually, I want to kind of keep him with the battle axe just in case for whatever reason. Anyway, I think it's been nearly 2.5 hours. Let me check the scavengers board, and once we do that, we'll call it a night. Right. Sell all of it. So, our next stream is going to be this Monday, this time at 9 rather than 8. As for why, I tend to notice people are more likely to come in later rather than earlier, so having a later start time may be a good idea on that. Secondly, I'm also thinking I am going to take a break and try and review a physical tabletop RPG project. Those things tend to get the most views overall, especially on YouTube, probably because I already built up my career as a reviewer for quite some time. It is going to be the Adventurer's Guide to the Bible. Yes, someone tried to take the parallels of the Bible, especially during Jesus' ministry, and made an entire campaign about it. We'll be checking it out next time. Quasar Night out.